In the heart of the untamed wilderness, where survival is the law and only the strongest endure, there walks a creature unlike any other, the lion, not just for its mighty roar, nor merely for its muscular build, but for something far greater. The lion stands as a timeless symbol of leadership, of courage, and of an unbreakable spirit. It does not rule the jungle because of brute strength alone. It leads because it possesses the qualities that define greatness, the qualities that shape the most powerful leaders in history. Pause for a moment and picture the lion. Watch as it walks, unshaken, undisturbed by the chaos of the wild. It does not rush, it does not panic. It moves with a steady, deliberate grace of something that knows exactly who it is. That, my friends, is the essence of true leadership. A lion does not need to declare its dominance. It simply exists, and its presence alone demands respect. This is a lesson for us all. True leaders do not shout their power, they embody it. In life, many seek leadership, yet few understand its weight. Leadership is not about control, nor about forcing others to follow. It is about presence, about wisdom, about standing tall even in the face of storms. The lion does not fear the storm. It walks through it, its mane flown in the wind, knowing that no challenge is greater than its own will. If we wish to lead, we must learn from this magnificent creature. We must walk with the same certainty, the same purpose, the same unwavering courage. But leadership is not just about standing tall, it is also about standing for something. The lion does not exist in isolation. It belongs to a pride, a family, a unit that thrives together, hunts together, and protects one another. It is here that the lion's true strength is revealed. Leadership is not about self-glory, it is about responsibility. The greatest leaders do not rise alone, they lift others with them. The lion does not eat before its pride. It ensures that the cubs, the young, and the weak are fed first. That, my friends, is what it means to be a leader. It is not about being served. It is about serving. Imagine for a moment if we led our families, our teams, our communities with the same commitment. Imagine if we carried the same sense of duty, not to rule over others, but to protect, to inspire, to empower. That is the mark of true leadership, and that is the lesson the lion teaches us. But let us speak of courage, for what is leadership without it? The lion is not the largest beast of the wild. There are creatures bigger, heavier, and more physically imposing. Yet none dare challenge the lion. Why? Because courage is more powerful than size. It is the unshakable belief in oneself. It is the willingness to fight for what matters. The lion does not seek unnecessary battles, but when the moment comes to defend its pride, its territory, or its purpose, it fights with the fury of something that knows it was born to win. And so I ask you today, do you have the courage of the lion? When life challenges you, do you stand your ground or do you shrink away in fear? When obstacles rise before you, do you turn back or do you walk forward with the heart of a warrior? Because, my friends, courage is not the absence of fear, it is the mastery of it. The lion feels fear, but it does not surrender to it. And that is what makes it king. This world does not reward the timid. It does not honor those who sit back, waiting for permission to rise. It honors those who dare, those who step forward despite their doubts, those who know their worth and refuse to let anything shake them. That is the lesson the lion gives us. Leadership is not given, it is claimed. Courage is not inherited, it is built. Strength is not about power, it is about purpose. Now, Some may ask, what does this have to do with us? We are not lions. We do not live in the wild, but I say to you, we are more like them than we realize. Every day is a jungle. The workplace, the business world, the challenges of family and relationships, these are the wild terrains we must navigate. Every day we're faced with moments where we must choose between fear and courage, between hesitation and action, between retreat and leadership. And every day we are given the chance to decide, will we live as prey, waiting for life to dictate our fate, or will we rise as lions, taking control of our destiny? My friends, the choice is ours. The lion teaches us that leadership is not about waiting to be crowned. It is about stepping into your power. It is about standing firm when the winds of doubt try to shake you. It is about knowing who you are, even when the world tries to tell you otherwise. The lion does not seek approval. It does not ask permission. It simply is, and that is what makes it great. As we embark on this journey together, let us open our minds and hearts to the wisdom of the lion. Let us learn what it means to lead, to protect, to stand strong, and to roar when the time is right. For the lessons of the lion are not just for the wild, they are for us all. In the wild, respect is not given, it is earned. And among all creatures, the lion commands it effortlessly. But what is it about the lion that makes even the mightiest animals step aside when it walks? It is not sheer strength alone, it is presence. A silent, undeniable force that speaks louder than any roar. A true leader does not beg for respect, nor do they force it upon others. They embody it in their every action, every step, and every decision. The lion does not chase approval. It simply exists in a way that demands recognition. It carries itself with dignity, with certainty, with an air of authority that cannot be ignored. Think about the greatest leaders in history. Were they the loudest in the room? No. They were the ones who spoke with intention, who acted with confidence, and who never needed to prove themselves because their presence alone commanded attention. This is the essence of true leadership, the ability to inspire and influence without force. But how does one develop such presence? It begins with self-awareness. A lion knows its strength, its role, and its purpose. It does not doubt itself, nor does it seek validation. In the same way, a leader must first know who they are before they can lead others. Confidence is not arrogance. It is the quiet understanding of one's own value. When a lion walks through its territory, it does not cower. It does not second-guess its steps. It moves with an unwavering belief in itself. This is what separates those who merely exist from those who lead. When you enter a room, do you shrink yourself or do you stand tall? Do you hesitate in your decisions or do you move with conviction? Leadership begins in the mind. It is a mindset, a state of being. The lion does not roar to prove itself. It roars when necessary, and even then, it does so with purpose. Many people mistake leadership for constant assertion, believing they must always be the loudest, always be seen, always be heard. But true leaders know their presence is not about volume. It is about energy. It is about how you carry yourself, how you make others feel in your presence, how you exude confidence without saying a word. Great leaders understand the power of silence. Watch a lion as it observes its surroundings. It does not react impulsively. It watches. It listens. It takes in everything before making its move. This is a crucial lesson for those who aspire to lead. Leadership is not about reacting. It is about responding with wisdom. It is about knowing when to act and when to wait. It is about mastering the art of restraint. Now, let us take this lesson and apply it to our own lives. How do we cultivate the presence of a lion? How do we command respect without demanding it? It starts with self-respect. When you respect yourself, others will follow. When you know your worth, you do not need to convince others of it. People naturally gravitate toward those who carry themselves with confidence, not arrogance, but a quiet, assured strength. The lion does not seek external validation. It does not need to prove itself to anyone. It is comfortable in its own skin, and that comfort is what makes it so powerful. Leaders must adopt this mindset. If you are constantly seeking approval, constantly adjusting yourself to fit the expectations of others, you will never truly lead. You must first accept yourself, trust yourself, and believe in your own vision. Another key aspect of presence is consistency. A lion does not waver in its nature. It is steady, predictable in its strength, unwavering in its purpose. People respect leaders who are consistent. If you are strong one day and uncertain the next, if you command respect one moment and then shrink the next, people will question your leadership. Stability breeds trust, and trust breeds respect. Moreover, a lion leads not through intimidation, but through example. It does not force its pride to follow. It simply leads, and they follow naturally. The best leaders do not micromanage, do not control through fear, do not demand obedience. Instead, they inspire. They set the standard. They show the way. And because they embody the very values they preach, others willingly follow. This is the ultimate lesson of presence. Be the embodiment of what you wish to inspire in others. If you want respect, be respectable. If you want trust, be trustworthy. If you want strength, be strong. Do not ask for it, be it. When you become the living representation of the values you stand for, you will never have to demand respect. It will come to you naturally, just as it comes to the lion. The world does not need more people who chase after leadership. It needs more people who become leaders by nature. It needs those who do not need a title to lead, those who do not need recognition to validate their worth, those who lead not for power, but for purpose. This is what the lion teaches us. So I ask you, will you walk through life like the lion, commanding respect through your mere presence? Will you stand firm in who you are, never seeking approval, never doubting your worth? Because the moment you do, you will no longer need to chase leadership. It will find you. And when that happens, you will not just lead, you will inspire. This, my friends, is the power of presence. And this is why the lion, without force, without demand, remains the true king of the wild. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the mastery of it. This is the lesson the lion teaches us. Fear exists, but it never bows before it. The lion does not charge blindly into battle without thought, nor does it run when confronted with danger. It stands firm, assessing, understanding, and then acting with the confidence of a creature that knows its own power. This is what separates the lion from the rest of the wild. This is what separates true leaders from those who merely seek to lead. Picture a lion facing down a threat, another predator, a rival lion, or a challenge that threatens its pride. It does not flee. It does not panic. It holds its ground, shoulders squared, eyes unflinching. It knows that fear is natural, but submission is a choice. This, my friends, is the kind of courage we must embrace in our own lives. In life, challenges will come. There will be moments where fear grips us. Moments where we feel small in the face of adversity. The weak surrender. The uncertain hesitate, but the courageous, those who lead, those who inspire, stand their ground and move forward despite the fear that lingers in their hearts. They know that fear is not an enemy. It is a signal, a test, an opportunity to rise above. Think of the greatest leaders, the most remarkable figures in history. Were they without fear? Number, they felt it just as we do. But they never bowed to it. They walked into the unknown with faith in their abilities, with trust in their purpose. Like the lion, they understood that courage is not about being fearless. It is about refusing to let fear control them. The lion teaches us that courage is built in moments of uncertainty. It is forged in the fire of adversity. When the lion fights for its pride, it does not do so recklessly. It does so with calculated strength, with unwavering focus. It knows that survival, success, and leadership require risk. The same applies to us. Whether we are stepping into a new venture, facing criticism, or standing for what we believe in, courage is the trait that will carry us forward. But courage is not just about external battles. The lion faces internal struggles as well, hunger, exhaustion, and sometimes even isolation. Yet it never gives in to despair. It keeps going. This is another lesson. Courage is about persistence. It is about enduring when others give up. It is about finding strength even when you feel weak. True leaders do not crumble under pressure. They rise above it, just as the lion does. One of the greatest tests of courage is standing alone. The lion at times must leave its pride, whether to claim new territory, face a rival, or secure the future of its bloodline. In those moments, it has no one to rely on but itself. Many people fear solitude. They fear stepping away from the crowd, making unpopular decisions, walking an uncharted path. But the lion embraces this. It knows that growth requires stepping outside of comfort. It knows that the road to greatness is not always traveled with others. Leaders must be willing to stand alone when necessary, to walk forward even when the path is uncertain. And yet, courage is not about reckless pride. The lion is bold, but it is also wise. It does not waste its energy on unnecessary fights. It chooses its battles carefully, striking only when the time is right. This is another mark of true leadership, understanding when to act and when to wait. Many people mistake courage for constant aggression, for an unrelenting charge forward. But real courage is strategic. It is knowing when to roar and when to remain silent. It is having the patience to endure and the strength to strike when it matters most. The lion's courage is also rooted in responsibility. It fights not for itself alone, but for its pride. This is an essential lesson. True courage is not selfish. It is not about proving something to the world. It is about protecting, uplifting, and securing the future of those who depend on you. The greatest leaders are not those who seek personal glory, but those who act with the courage to serve others. So I ask you, where in your life do you need to show the courage of a lion? What fear is holding you back? What challenge is making you hesitate? Do not let fear be the reason you stay small. Do not let uncertainty keep you from stepping into your full potential. The lion does not question its own strength. It does not shrink to make others comfortable. It does not apologize for its power. And neither should you. Step forward, my friends, with the heart of a lion. Feel the fear, but do not bow to it. Face the challenges, but do not retreat. Stand for what you believe in, even if you must stand alone, because the world does not belong to those who hesitate. It belongs to those who dare, those who rise, those who, like the lion, know that courage is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to be ruled by it. A lion is powerful alone, but its true strength is revealed in its pride. In the wild, a lion does not lead as a tyrant, nor does it rule through fear. Instead, it leads with responsibility, protecting, providing, and ensuring that its pride thrives. This is one of the greatest lessons in leadership. True leaders do not seek power for themselves alone. They use their strength to empower others, to create a legacy greater than themselves, and to uplift those who stand beside them. Look at how a lion interacts with its pride. There is structure, there is discipline, and above all, there is unity. The pride moves as one, hunts as one, survives as one. This is no accident. It is leadership in its purest form. The lion understands that its role is not just to lead, but to serve, to ensure that the cubs are raised strong, that the lionesses have what they need, that the territory is secure. This is the mindset of a true leader. Your success is not measured by what you achieve alone, but by how well the people under your leadership thrive. In the world of business, in families, and communities, this principle holds true. A leader who hoards power, who seeks only personal gain, who does not invest in their people, will ultimately fail. But a leader who builds, who nurtures, who protects, and empowers will leave behind a lasting legacy. Just as the lion ensures its pride remains strong, a true leader ensures that their team, their family, their people are equipped to succeed, even in their absence. But protection is not just about defending against external threats. The lion does not simply chase away intruders. It also fosters an environment of growth within its pride. A strong leader does not merely shield their people from hardship. They prepare them to face the world on their own. This is empowerment. It is not enough to provide safety. One must also provide strength, guidance, and the tools necessary to succeed. Too many leaders today mistake control for leadership. They believe that by keeping people dependent on them, they solidify their own importance. But this is not the way of the lion. The lion knows that its pride must be strong as individuals, not just as followers. It encourages independence. It allows its cubs to grow, to learn, to make mistakes, and to find their own strength. This is the essence of great leadership, not creating followers, but creating future leaders. And yet empowerment must be balanced with accountability. The lion is patient with its pride, but it is also firm. It does not tolerate weakness born of complacency. It does not allow disorder within its ranks. In leadership, this is a crucial lesson. Protect your people, but also challenge them. Support them, but also push them to grow. Love them, but never let that love make them weak. A leader who only nurtures without discipline breeds dependency, and a leader who only disciplines without nurture creates fear. The balance between the two is what makes the pride and any great team strong. Another vital lesson from the lion's pride is the importance of recognizing and valuing every member's role. The lion may be the king, but the lioness is the backbone of the pride. She hunts, she raises the cubs, she ensures that the pride has food and stability. The lion does not diminish her role, it respects it. Likewise, a true leader understands that their strength is not in standing alone, but in recognizing the strengths of those around them. Too often, leaders make the mistake of thinking they must do everything themselves, that they must carry all the burden of leadership alone. But the lion knows better. It does not hunt alone. It does not try to manage every aspect of the pride's survival on its own. It trusts its team. It delegates. It allows others to step into their strengths. A great leader does the same. They empower their people by recognizing their unique talents, by trusting them, and by ensuring they have the space to contribute in meaningful ways. And perhaps the most powerful lesson of all, the lion does not just lead when times are good. It does not abandon its pride in times of crisis. In moments of danger, it is the first to stand, the first to fight, the first to defend. Leadership is not about enjoying the rewards while letting others bear the hardships. It is about stepping up when it matters most. It is about taking a responsibility, about facing challenges head on, about standing firm when others would flee. A leader's true test is not in moments of comfort, but in moments of crisis. When the storm comes, when adversity strikes, when the world turns chaotic, will you lead like the lion? Will you stand firm for your people? Will you protect them, empower them, and ensure that they emerge stronger? The lion's pride is not just a group of individuals. It is a family, a unit, a force greater than the sum of its parts. This is the mark of great leadership: to build something greater than oneself, to empower others so that the legacy of leadership continues beyond one's own presence, to lead not for personal glory, but for the strength of the whole. So I ask you, as you walk through your own life, your own leadership journey, are you leading like the lion? Are you protecting your people, not just from harm, but from mediocrity? Are you empowering them, not just to follow, but to lead? Are you standing firm in your responsibility, not just in easy times, but in difficult ones? Because in the end, true leadership is not about being the strongest. It is about making those around you stronger. It is not about standing above others. It is about standing beside them, guiding them, lifting them up. And it is not about ruling a kingdom. It is about building a pride. That is the way of the lion. That is the way of a true leader. In the wild, survival is not guaranteed. The weak fall behind, the distracted become prey, and the unfocused never reach their goals. But the lion, the king of beasts, moves with purpose. It does not waste energy on trivial pursuits. It does not chase after every passing opportunity. Instead, it focuses with unshakable determination on what truly matters. This relentless focus is what makes the lion a force to be reckoned with, and it is this same principle that separates great leaders from those who merely wish to lead. The lion does not hunt recklessly. It does not pounce at the first sign of movement. It observes. It waits. It strategizes. It knows that success is not about acting on impulse, but about committing fully to the right target. How often do we see people chasing every distraction, spreading themselves too thin, trying to do everything but mastering nothing? The lion teaches us a better way. Focus deeply on what truly matters and pursue it with unwavering commitment. True leaders understand this. They do not divide their attention across countless ventures with no clear direction. Instead, they set their eyes on the goal and move forward with absolute determination. They do not allow themselves to be distracted by doubts, by setbacks, by the noise of the world around them. Like the lion stalking its prey, they remain locked in, knowing that great achievements require deep focus and persistence. But focus alone is not enough. It must be paired with relentless determination. The lion does not give up after a single failed hunt. If it misses its target, it does not sulk or retreat. It learns, adapts, and tries again. This is the essence of resilience. In leadership, in business, in life. Failure is inevitable. The question is not whether you will fail, but whether you will rise again after failure. The lion does not let failure define it, it lets failure refine it. This kind of relentless determination is rare in today's world. Many people give up at the first sign of difficulty. They start strong but fade quickly. They want results without struggle, victory without battle. But the lion knows better. It knows that the prize goes to those who are willing to endure, to persist, to refuse defeat. A lion does not stop hunting because the prey is fast. It runs faster. It does not abandon the chase because the journey is long. It keeps moving, and in the end, it wins because it refuses to lose. A leader with the focus of a lion does not allow distractions to dictate their path. They do not let the opinions of others shake their confidence. They do not lose sight of the vision, no matter how many obstacles arise. This level of focus is powerful, and it is rare, but it is also a choice. Every great leader, every great thinker, every great warrior in history has made this choice, to stay locked in on their purpose, no matter the difficulties they face. And yet, focus is not just about personal ambition. It is also about leading others with clarity. A lion's pride does not follow a leader who is uncertain, who hesitates, who constantly changes direction. They follow the lion because they trust its focus, its resolve, its ability to move with conviction. The same is true for human leadership. People will not follow those who are easily swayed, who lack vision, who abandon their mission when the road gets tough. They follow those who are steady, who know where they're going, and who pursue their goals with unbreakable determination. So I ask you, where is your focus? Are you chasing too many things, hoping that success will simply come? Or are you locked in, committed, relentless in your pursuit? The lion does not waste its energy on distractions. It knows what it wants, and it goes after it with everything it has. Be like the lion. Set your eyes on the goal. Tune out the noise. Ignore the doubts. Stay on the path, no matter how hard it gets, because the ones who win are not always the strongest nor the fastest, but the ones who refuse to stop. In the vast expanse of the wild, where countless creatures roam, there is one sound that commands attention, one voice that echoes across the plains demanding recognition, the roar of the lion. It is not just a sound, it is a statement. It is a declaration of presence, a message that says, I am here, I am strong, I will not be ignored. And this too is a lesson in leadership and in life. A leader, much like a lion, must have a voice that resonates beyond their immediate presence. They must let the world know who they are, not through arrogance, not through empty noise, but through purpose, power, and authenticity. The lion does not roar to boast. It roars to establish its territory, to unite its pride, to send a message that cannot be ignored. It roars with intent. And so must you. Many people move through life silently, afraid to take up space, hesitant to speak their truth. They fear rejection, criticism, or failure, and so they remain quiet, blending into the background. But the lion teaches us otherwise. It does not shrink to make others comfortable. It does not whisper when it is meant to roar. True leaders understand this. They know that to make an impact, they must be heard. They must have the courage to stand tall, to speak with conviction, to declare their vision with confidence. But a roar is not just about volume, it is about meaning. A leader's voice must be more than noise. It must carry weight, substance, and truth. Too often, we see people trying to be loud without purpose, making empty statements, seeking attention rather than respect. The lion does not waste its roar. It roars with reason, with clarity, with certainty. It does not need to be the loudest all the time, but when it speaks, all who hear it understand its power. That is how a true leader must be. Beyond leadership, the lion's roar symbolizes self-expression. In a world that often tries to silence uniqueness, to mold individuals into something ordinary, the lion reminds us to own our identity. To roar is to embrace who you are fully, to take pride in your strengths, to stand unapologetically in your truth. It is about showing up in the world without fear, without hesitation, without doubt. Those who succeed are not always the most talented nor the most privileged, but they are always the ones who refuse to be silent about their purpose. The lion's roar also serves another function. It unites. When the pride hears the call, they respond. They come together. They know they are not alone. Likewise, a great leader does not use their voice for themselves alone. They use it to inspire, to rally, to bring people together under a common vision. A leader's voice is not just for self-assertion. It is for connection, for building something greater than oneself. Yet, even as we embrace the power of our own roar, we must also recognize the responsibility that comes with it. The lion does not roar to create chaos. It roars to bring order, to reinforce its role as protector and guide. A leader's words must do the same. Your voice has the power to uplift or to tear down, to empower or to discourage, to build or to destroy. Speak wisely. Use your roar to create, to elevate, to strengthen those around you. And so, as we stand at the end of this journey through the lion's wisdom, I ask you, are you roaring? Are you making your presence known in the world, not through arrogance, but through purpose? Are you using your voice to lead, to inspire, to declare your truth? Or are you allowing fear to silence you, to keep you small, to hold you back from your true potential? The lion does not wait for permission to roar, neither should you. Stand tall, speak boldly, let the world know who you are. Because when you do, when you embrace your own power, your own truth, your own voice, you will find that the world listens. And that is the mark of true leadership. As we come to the close of this exploration into the lion as a symbol of leadership and courage, I invite you to take a moment and reflect on the lessons we've uncovered today. The lion, a majestic and powerful creature, has long been a symbol of strength, leadership, and protection. But more importantly, it is a reminder to each of us of the innate power that lies within. Power that, when harnessed with wisdom, responsibility, and a strong sense of purpose, can transform not only our lives, but the lives of those around us. We've seen how the lion's strength is not just in its physical prowess, but in its ability to guide, protect, and lead with a deep sense of responsibility. The lion protects its pride, its community, ensuring that all within its circle are safe and secure. It doesn't lead with fear, but with wisdom, understanding that true leadership is not about domination or self-glorification, but about uplifting and guiding others toward a greater good. The lion's courage is not simply a product of its might. It is rooted in an unwavering belief in itself and its purpose. It shows us that courage doesn't always mean facing danger head-on with bravado, but it can also mean making tough decisions for the benefit of others. The lion, despite its power, does not act rashly. It assesses the situation, considers its actions, and leads with measured courage, always putting the welfare of the pride first. In leadership, we too must draw from this wisdom. Leadership is not about being the loudest voice in the room or seeking accolades. It is about leading by example, inspiring confidence in others, and protecting the well-being of your team or community. The lion does not demand respect. It earns it through its actions, its wisdom, and its commitment to the pride. So, too, must we earn the respect of those we lead through integrity, humility, and an unwavering commitment to serving others. But these lessons are not just confined to leadership. The lion's courage, strength, and wisdom offer valuable insights for all aspects of life. Whether it's in our personal relationships, our careers, or our own journey of self-discovery, we are called to embody the same qualities of strength and courage. We must protect what is valuable to us, our families, our values, our dreams, and approach life with a heart full of purpose and a mind guided by wisdom. And so, as you leave here today, I challenge you to reflect on the lion's wisdom and ask yourself, how can you be a leader in your own life? How can you harness the strength of the lion to protect and uplift those around you? In what areas of your life can you step into the role of a protector, whether it's for your loved ones, your community, or even for yourself? Leadership is not a title. It is a responsibility. It is a calling to rise above challenges, to face fears head on, and to guide others toward a better future. And as we've learned from the lion, leadership is not a solitary journey. It is one that involves uplifting and empowering others. True leadership is about knowing when to be strong, when to protect, and when to step back and allow others to grow. It's about setting the example and inspiring those around you to lead with courage and wisdom, just as the lion does. So, I ask you to take this wisdom and let it resonate deeply within you. Let it guide your decisions, shape your actions, and transform the way you lead and live. Remember, the lion does not lead with force, but with wisdom, courage, and a profound understanding of the importance of community. Now, it's your turn. The world is waiting for leaders who embody the lion spirit, those who will step up, lead with purpose, and protect what matters most. So, take that first step today. Start by leading with courage, leading with wisdom, and leading with strength. And as you do, know that you are not only shaping your own future, but the future of those you lead and the world around you. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the lion's wisdom. Now, go forth and lead with the heart and spirit of a lion.